Grand, grand evening, everyone. Welcome to Leonard's House of Light and Positivity. Come on in. Take your shoes off. Converse with your other brothers and sisters of the light. Whatever they tell you, do your own investigation. And then whatever I tell you, do your own investigation. Letitia Williams, grand evening to you. I'm going to give you food for your mind, your soul, your spirit, your emotions, and your physical body. Okay? This is my regular Thursday night streaming, officially from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will extend it if we get more people in here to 12 o'clock. Okay? Uh-uh. So please tell me where you're streaming from or watching my stream. I appreciate if you like this stream and share this stream to your other brothers and sisters of the light. Virginia Beach, welcome. Florida, welcome. Thank you for the rose. Seattle, welcome. Alabama, welcome. Exotic for like the stream. Thank you. She's divine. Thank you. Thank you for the like. Oh, well, hold on. Wait a minute. Come on. Hold on. Oh, my goodness. Hold on. Just 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is our live stream, and all questions are $3. You can send it to my cash. I'm going to have that cash app up on here next week. Let me on here. You can send it to my cash app, which is the $ lowercase r BLM 1911S or 1911. Or you can send it to my PayPal, which is at the top of this live streaming page where I'm pointing at, which is Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Thank you, Letitia, for that. Okay. The weekly overview from July the 18th to the 25th, 2026. As the sun is still in Gemini, making its last days in Gemini, we'll be moving into Cancer on the 21st. Dow Gordon, your sound went out. Well, it's been storming here, so let's see what's going on here. Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you for the heart. I can hear you. Okay. Chriselle's Goddess, okay? Thank you. Shonda 3332 joined. Gwen, okay? So, there's a major thing happening tomorrow, on the Friday. Yes, tomorrow. Thank you for the heart. Chiron. I'll be doing a post on that tomorrow, so look for it. Okay, this weekend we're going to have two major planetary shifts. The summer solstice will be the longest day on the 21st of June 2026. I will be placing a video on how the summer solstice will affect all signs. Now, the summer solstice represents the beginning of a new period, along with the new moon in Gemini. Now, the summer solstice will be in Cancer. So, if you want to do anything or start anything new, you need to start it now. With the new moon in Gemini and the summer solstice, so this is a new 3-month period. And the super new moon in Gemini. This is the time to plant your seeds and start something new. And you will see it come into fruition when we have the fall solstice and when the new moon will be in Sagittarius. All right? So whatever you do now, it will come to fruition fully when we have the fall solstice and the new moon in Sagittarius. Angel Bot, I broke my baby's daddy's Eleki when we were fighting. They still in my house. What should I do with them? All questions are $3. You can send it to my Cash App, which is $, lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911. Or you can send it to my PayPal, which is at the top of this live streaming page, what I'm pointing to right now. It is Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Thank you for the road. No, at this time, I do not have Zelle or Apple Pay. When I'm working on to revitalize my website, and I will be putting Apple Pay in there. AD just joined. Then tomorrow, we will have Chiron moving into Taurus. Chiron is what we call the wounded warrior. The history of Chiron is that Chiron was assisting everyone with their healing. And he was so much enthusiastic about helping people with their healing that he forgot to heal himself. And so when he went to ask for people to help him heal his issue, no one was there. So the Chiron is called the wounded warrior. So with Chiron moving from Aries into Taurus, It will move from Aries into Taurus on June the 19th, 2026, until the year 2033. Some people say, some information I read says 34. So this is going to affect your self-worth, anything to do with love, anything to do with finances, anything to do with work, anything to do with possessions, beauty, and luxury. Now, the four major signs that it's going to affect will be Aries, Taurus, I think it's Capricorn, and Libra. And you know, these are the cardinal signs. And the cardinal signs represent signs that start off like Aries starts off the spring. Taurus starts off the spring too. Capricorn starts off the winter solstice. And Libra start off the fall solstice. Okay? But the thing that you need to look for is your rising sign. So you need to go to your rising sign and see where your rising sign is at. Your rising sign is the first planet on the rising at the time of your birth. Fine girl _ Henry. How do you do that? You can go into Cafe Astrology and put in the year and the date, the year and the day that you were born. That is called a solar chart. Now, if you want to be, thank you for the rose. If you want to be divine, really get into it, then you'll get your natal chart done, which is based on the time, the place, the date, and the year that you were born. But you can go into Cafe Astrology and find out the year you were born and your date, and it will bring you your rising sign. For instance, my rising sign is Leo. Okay? Then, Kate Crawl. Paper, okay. Hold on, Kate. Hold on. Okay, Kate, you sent $6, so you have 3 questions. What is your first question? So, for instance, my rising sign is, would I get my driver's license back in July? Yes. It might be a little delay because Mercury will go retrograde on the 29th of June. We're already feeling it already. It's in its pre-shadow period. Thank you for the heart. Hey, Stacy. And the pre-shadow period starts in 2 weeks prior to the official date of the retrograde. So whatever house is going to be in, let me check. Hold on. Hold on, baby. So we'll be in the fourth house. So it's going to affect anything to do with your roots. When I say your roots, that means your family, your foundation, your family, your ancestors, generational curses, family curses, and trauma. It will affect that. It will also affect home, family, security, and women issues. Okay? And women will start having problems because Cancer rules the breast and the stomach with their breasts and their stomach. So there was issues with your stomach that you did not heed to try to correct it, it's going to resurface again. So, and since Cancer is an emotional sign, people are going to be emotionally okay. Chrysalis, Chrysalis goddess, is my birthday going to be good next week? Yes, because that's the ending of a cycle. Your solar return will be in your first house. So the first 56 days, you have the power on your side. So go out and ask for what you want, and people, thank you for the rose, will be willing to give it to you. Hi there, Sash. So Mercury will be retrograding on the 29th. So we're in the pre-shadow period now. And anything that's connected with the home, breaks, mechanical things, the Mercury rules all forms of communication, transportation, siblings, short distance traveling, mechanical things, writing, publishing, speaking, investigation, research, and education. All this is going to be affected at that time. So you might have breakdowns and mechanical things with your car or something in your house. So there's going to be communication problems. So we're in the post-shadow period, the pre-shadow period now. Then on July the 23rd, it will go direct. And then we will have the post-shadow period, which is another 2 weeks after the official date of it going direct. Grand evening, McFarland. Keisha Crow. Okay, hold on, Keish. I don't want that. Let's go back. All right, Keisha, what is your question? I don't see you with a car until next year, around July. You got more other things that you need to concentrate on. So you need to start getting uh, your credit score up. And other things that you need to do. And when you go buy a car, get the car that's been on the lot more than 60 days. Go to a credit union, either let them finance the car or get your score before you go to the lot, because they're going to give you the biggest score they can give you. Okay? Okay, we'll do. Nature Vale join. Grand evening, Nature Vale. So these two major things are going to happen. Tomorrow, Chiron leaves Aries and moving to Taurus. Taurus represents love, work, finances, possession, beauty, and luxury. And it's going to affect people who are Taurus, Aries, Libra, and I think it's Capricorn. Yes, Aries, Taurus, Libra, and Capricorn. Okay? But the rest of you, you want to find out how, thank you for the heart, how it's going to affect you. You got to find out where your rising sign is at. Your rising sign on your astrological chart is the first sign on the rising after your birthday. Now you can go to Cafe Astrology and put in your date, the year, when you were born, and that's what they call the solar chart, because it's all based on you being a Gemini, Libra, etc. And they will show you where your rising sign is at. Like I said before, uh, uh, my rising sign is in Leo, so it's going to affect me in self-expression, children, matters of the heart. It's also going to affect me with morals, principle, leadership, and myself. And it's going to affect my arts, entertainment, and judges. So you're going to have to find out where your rising sign is at if you're not a Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, or Libra. Wait a minute. Hold on. I, okay, you want to answer that question, Crystal? You got to send another $3. Every question is $3. Sharper woman of purpose. My rising sign is in Taurus. Well, Chiron is going to affect you. It's going to deal with the part of you that has Kaya Hunter, $6. Okay. Mm. Hold on. Mm. Okay, Hunter. You sent $6. You have two questions. Oh, Chrissy's goodness, I just said. Okay, hold on. All right, I got it, Crystal. I just 6 out. Okay, ain't you by? What is your first question, Hunter? You sent $6, so you had three questions. Can you answer the Eleki question? Well, anytime you break something, that means that when you break something, when something break off of your wrist or something, that means it was broken because someone tried to send something negative to you if it broke on its own. And it broke off of you and it would send that negativity back to that person. Now, if you fighting somebody and you grab anything, you break it off, that was that anger of that negativity that caused you to break that off. So what you need to do is to throw them away and get some new ones. So throw that out. Get it out of your house. Throw it in the trash someplace else. Then in a plastic bag will throw it away because they're no longer any good because what they were protecting has been broken. So you have to get new ones. And when you get the new ones, you gotta cleanse it with some sage or Paul uh, uh, Malco. And then he can put it back on. So take that bag, that plastic bag, and throw it in the trash outside away from your house. That's your first question. Christy, goodness, I just sent. Okay, what is your question, Christy? I got your money. You got one more question, Angel By. They are not mine, they are his, but they still in my house. Well, then give it to him and get him out of your house. Give it to him because he can't use them anymore. Give it to him to get that out of your house. You got one more question, Hunter. Will I find someone to fix my taxes? Yes. I see you find someone to fix your taxes in 2 weeks. It's a man. And he's going to fix that because he's going to do something to get adjustment to the taxes. Yes, you will. Let's like this stream and share this live. You're welcome, Goddess Roko join. Grand evening, Roko. All questions are $3. You can pay through my Cash app. Yes, you will get your car in July. But you got to do certain things to bring that score up. If you stay steady, focus, you will have your car by July. All questions are free. What is your Cash app? $, lowercase r, BLM 1911S or 1911. Sharice Williams join us. Mikhail Fields company join. Say hi. Grand evening. Grateful. That's Miranda Mac. Grand evening. Healing with Ty. Grand evening. Grand evening, Mikhail Fields. Grand evening. At Tamara Jordan, 3985, do you have cell? I do have cell, but I'm not going to go through all that because you gotta put your number in and all that stuff. I'm not going to do that. No. Mm-mm. So you have to go. You can see the Cash App or PayPal. Once I redo my website over, I will be having Venmo on it and Apple Pay. What do you say about June the 29th? I miss it. Mercury will go retrograde on June the 29th, 2026. I'll be doing a video on that next week. Leslie Garcia, one question. Okay, let's check this out. Leslie Garcia, what is your question? Mercury. Mr. Len, I send you for the question. Mercury. What is your question? Is you Leslie Garcia? What is your question? Should I change my field of career? You're going to change your field of career. I see something more to do with technology, but you're going to do a lot of investigation after Mercury goes retrograde, and you're going to decide which field that you're going to go. I see something to do with technology, new technology, and I also pick up that this will lead you to have your own business. Something to do with service. Okay? Tamara Jordan 3985. Do you have cell? No. I have cell for my personal thing, but I'm not going to put that on it because it's too much to go through. Payments. Thank you for the rose. Mm-hmm. No, that's not it. Hold on. Shonda Edwards. You said, "Well, I passed my background check for this job." Yes, but it might be some delay with Mercury retrograde, but you will pass it. Dear mom, give your life to Christ. Who? Simply called. Come on, hold on. We're not even going to get into that negativity. Tiffany Carter, 289. Will I, will Kay ever call me again? All questions are $3. You can send it to my Cash App, which is a dollar sign. Say to me, a dollar sign, lowercase r, b, l, m, 1911 s, or 1911. Or you can send it to my PayPal at the top of this page where I'm pointing at, Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Now, who says something here? Oh, I did okay. Somebody else said something. Hmm, okay. Okay. Stacy Wilson. I am Leo Rising. What is coming my way? Love. 90. Okay. Tomorrow, Chiron, the planet, Chiron, the uh, astral, Chiron will go retrograde and not now. Tomorrow, the planet Chiron, the wounded warrior, will move from Aries into Taurus. It's going to affect Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, and Libra. Taurus is the ruling, it deals with love, work, finances, possession, love, and beauty. It's going to affect those four signs more directly. To find out how it's going to affect you, if you're not one of those signs, you got to go and find out where's your rising sign at. For instance, my rising sign is in Leo. So it's going to affect me with self expression, children, matters of the heart, morals, principles, leadership, self. It's going to affect arts, entertainment, and judges. That's one aspect. I'm on the cusp of Gemini and Taurus. So it's going to affect me in that area too. It's going to affect your self-worth. It's going to make you look at things that needs to be healed. Chiron was a wounded warrior. Chiron helped everybody to heal their issue, but forgot about himself. And when he started trying to get assistance from other people, people did not help him. So he had to heal himself on his own. Thank you, McFarland. If you're Aries, Stacy, it's going to affect you, your self worth, and how you need to heal issues that's connected with love, finances, work, possessions, beauty, and luxury. What do you mean? What sign? Hold on. And I will be doing a video on that tomorrow. And also the summer solstice. You're welcome. And I'll be doing a video next week on Mercury retrograding in Cancer. Okay. Okay, you're welcome, Sasha. Will you do a video for each sign? The video that I would do will be for each sign. So each sign will be compound in that one video. I'll give you the brief introduction. Thank you for the rose, what needs to be said, and then I will go to how it's going to affect each sign. Sasha. So I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm going to do the summer solstice for each sign, and then I'm going to do Chiron retrograde, Chiron going into Taurus for each sign. And then next week I would do, hey, Andrea, thank you for the rose, Mercury retrograding in Cancer. Rosie just joined. Grand evening, Rosie. So those are the things that's going to be happening. Hey, Ariella, thank you. Let's come on in here. Okay. And next week we'll have our last Friday of the month, our super fans, on the 20, I think it's the 26th. Yeah, the 26th. No, wait, let me get this together. Yeah, the 26th. Next week. Okay. That painting is beautiful. What painting? What painting are you talking about, Letitia? Oh, what you mean, the Egyptian picture? Yes, okay. All right, thank you. Let's like this stream. Let's share this live, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have Chiron moving from Aries into Taurus tomorrow. It's going to affect directly Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, and Libra. And if you want to find out how it affects you, find out how you got where your rising sign is at. The Dwight pays 6 money for permission. Okay. What is this? Hold on. We're going to pay $3 for a question. Oh, the Keith Haring painting. Oh, I will tell you a story about that after I answer these questions. Dwight, I will. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Dwight. Question one. Oh, what happens? Okay. Question one, Dwight. Will I get the promotion? Will I get the new house looking to buy? Yes, you will get the promotion, but there might be some delays when Mercury get ready to go retrograde. But you will have the promotion. When you get the house that you're going to buy, you're going to get the house too. But before you move into any house, it has to be spiritual clean. Okay? I create a package called St. Joseph's House, environmental cleaning, of cleaning the house before you move in. If you want information for that, please DM me. But you will get the promotion, but it's going to be some delayed, a couple of 2 or 3 weeks before Mercury retrograde. You will get the house, Dwight, 314 guy. And Dwight, keep your mouth shut about everything. Everybody that you tell don't want you to be successful. They're smiling your face and wishing, oh, just so-and-so. Do I have to say any more? All right, but you will get what you need the promotion and the house because you did the work. You did the work and you stayed focused. And you didn't let these people throw you off. That is what I meant. What Shop said. Oh, keep running. Let me ask these other questions. Hold on. So, White, we got you out of the way. We got two more up in here. Let's see what happened in here. Monty Sara sends $3. You got three questions. I saw somebody else send something here. Let me get in here. Oh, it's the same thing. Excuse me. Monty, sorry, you got three questions. Hold on. I gotta find this. I saw somebody else send something up here. Let me see what else is here. PV, you send $3. What is your question? Monty, you have three, and PV has one. I'm gonna say about that the payment. I thought you told me something else. Okay. Okay, 314 guy. I'm planning. Yes, that's me. Just paid on Cash App. Hold on. Okay. Colleen Rivera Peavy, what is your question? Will my family and I be moving soon for a new job for my husband? The Spirit said yes, but it's going to be some delays because Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde on the 29th. And the 29th, hold on, girls. The 29th is it's on Monday. Okay, so that there are going to be some delays, about 3 weeks or maybe a month, but you will be moving and a new job will be coming in. Again, keep your mouth shut. All right, Monty, what is your three questions? That's who? Optin sticks to right. Mystique Insight. That's me. Monty, will I be moving in the fall and getting my apartment? Yes, I'm picking up in November, closer to Thanksgiving. You got one more question. You're welcome. Mystique's site. Okay. Two more questions, Monty. And Dana, this is for Lyndon. This beauty, okay. PayPal. Oh, y'all going crazy with PayPal tonight. Hold on. Monty, you got two more questions so I can talk about this painting. Who is this? Somebody know I'm not. Hold on. I had to cut that off. See, it messed me up. Who is this? Jeannie Hernandez, you got one question. Oh, what is this? Okay. Hernan, Amani, you got two more questions. Hernandez, will Eunice leave me alone or he still loves me? He still cares for you, but do you care for him? You said, will he leave you alone? If you don't want to be bothered with it, don't answer his numbers, don't his calls, his texts and stuff. He made his choice to go someplace else, and the grass is not green on the other side. One more question, Monty. I don't have no cash. Who is it? Marcus. Hello, anything for me? Marcus, you know all questions are $3. Can you repeat again? Do you want him back? Because you don't know what he, in other words, he left you for someone else, or playing games or head games. And it was illusion because what he thought was on that other side was not. But you're in a different timeline. You're not in that low vibration that he's still in. So your relationship with him is not the same. So do you want him back? Don't go back. You never go backwards because the same bull that was there before will be there again. Okay, you got one more question. Hyundai Caribbean Queen, I sent on Apple Pay. Okay, what is your question, Caribbean Queen? I don't have Apple Pay, but I have to set it up. So, okay, I don't have that. I don't want it. Okay. So, what is your question? Rivera, what is your question? I'm planning on relocation in 2027, but I feel like it's going to happen sooner. Am I correct? Yes, it's going to happen sooner because you've been preparing for it. You've been packing things and you set the intention, but it will be in 2027. I'm getting between February and March. Rivera, what is your question? Oh, oh, that's you, Rivera. Okay. Will I, Money, will I meet or be with someone better in a relationship soon? Okay. Chiron is getting ready to move from Aries into Taurus. Chiron is the wounded warrior. Chiron healed everybody else from their situation, but forgot to heal himself. So Chiron is going to affect Taurus, Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. Taurus represents love, finances, work, possession, beauty, and luxury. So if you have anything in those houses, the first, the second, the 10th, the seventh house, then it's going to affect you. For everybody else, find out where your rising sign is. Your rising sign is the sign that's the first sign on the horizon after your birthday. You can go to a website called Cafe Astrology and you put your date, the date and the year that you were born in, and they will give you your solar chart. Your solar chart is based on everybody being a Leo, Virgo, etc. But if you want to put in the date, the time, and the place and the year, then you will create your natal chart. For instance, my rising sign is Leo. So it's going to affect me in self expression, children, matters of the heart, uh, moral principle leadership. It's also going to affect me in self. It's also going to affect me with arts, entertainment, and judges. All right? Then it's going to affect me because I'm a Gemini born on the cusp. And the cusp of Gemini is Taurus. So it's going to affect me there. So I got it from the front and the back. Okay? And we'll be there from in Taurus, Chiron from 2026 to 2033. If you want to ask additional question, it's additional $3. Should I continue? Should I, Caribbean Queen? Should I continue to use the face strap on my face at night? Yes. That's Shamani. Yes. Let's like this stream and share this live. Is your daughter going to have a baby early? All questions are $3. I see you only send $3. So if you want to know that, Rivera, you got to send another $3. Okay, it's Cash App here. Okay. Sahara, you send $3. What is your question? Yes, Money. Healing. Deep healing. And this is what Chiron moving into Taurus is going to heal you. Bubby Buddy, when will I meet my romantic significant other? Thanks. All questions are $3. You can send it to my Cash App, which is the $ lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911, or to my PayPal, which you will see at the top of this live streaming page, which is Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Ask, why have my parents always been disrespectful towards me? Melanie, for example. Well, this is what Chiron is going to heal when it moves from Aries into Taurus. So this is going to make you're going to heal yourself from your parents always being disrespectful for you. You should never allow that. No one disrespect you. If they can't respect you, then you don't deal with them. You don't be in their environment. So this is what Chiron is going to heal what's going on in that frame. And that they always want to get in your business and talk about you. Because just because they're your blood, that doesn't mean they love you. You know, our family that we have in this lifetime was our enemies in our past life. So there's that generational curse. There's that family trauma and curse. Okay. So you need to stand up and tell them if they can't respect you, you're not going to respect them and you're not going to be in their environment because you're going to have self-respect for yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you don't owe no explanation to nobody about it. Hernandez. Okay, Hernandez, I got you. Okay. I got the $3. I don't accept Apple Pay. I saw somebody send me some money through Apple Pay. Now I gotta set that up. Hey, Mookie. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, what is your question, Mookie? Hadana, is my daughter going to give birth early? No, you don't want to give birth early because then the child will be premature and that could be a problem. I don't see her giving birth early. No. Letitia Williams, my phone notification says you accept Apple Pay. It went through at 9:52 p.m. Can you see it? No, I cannot see it because I'm not signed up for it. I saw the thing says $3 paid on PayPal. Marcus, okay. Let's check this. Oh boy. Okay, Marcus. All right. I got you, Mark. Marcus, paper. Okay. Anything for me? Marcus, you're following through what you're supposed to follow through. You're staying focused. But there's been some distraction trying to get you off your focus. Don't feed into the bullshit. Marcus, you're a Libra. And Mercury is going to go retrograde next Monday. So there's going to be some confusion with communication here. Something connecting with your roots, your foundation, your home, family, and security. I'm getting doors here. Make sure your doors are locked when you go in and when you leave. And this includes not just your home, but your business. Somebody's plotting something here. So keep them doors locked. And if people don't have an appointment in your business, don't let them enter. And the Spirit's telling me, get some kind of camera, get the Blinks camera. It only is $11 a month for them to monitor it. Put one outside of your business store, you see who's outside, and one inside. That's what I'm picking up, Marcus. I got to check that out, Letitia. I saw it come across my thing. Someone sent me. So I got to get it set up when I get off here. I'll do it tomorrow morning. That's not it. You're welcome, Marcus. Okay, Sarah, you said $3 more. What is your question? Tara Owens, what is your question, Tara Owens? I have to check that out when I get offline. I'll check it out tomorrow, but I saw it flash up there. Now I got to set up an Apple Pay. All right. Yeah, we're so happy. Okay. You sent me who? Tara Owens. What is your question? Ash, I send cash app again. Mookie with growing hands and Sahara. What is your question? Sahara and Mookie. Owens, what is your question? Oh, I keep on hitting that same thing. Sherwin Phillips and $3. What is your question? And Tyra Owens. Divine Guidance 444. Mine went through PayPal. I sent Cash App again. Okay, the PayPal people, Sherwin Phillip and Tara Owens, what is your question? Divine Chosen. Who is Divinely Chosen 444? I don't know who that is. Owens and Phillips. Ash, rather than go to my mom, will she be okay? Oh, what is it? She'll be okay. Divine Chosen 444. What's going on with my spirituality? Tara Owens. It's evolving. You're getting more sensitive. You're raising your vibration and frequency to the fifth dimension. So you might be tired. You might wake up and you're still tired. Get that rest because you're being upgraded by your DNA is being upgraded. And you're moving from the physical body into the light body. Ask, rather than go to my mom, will she be okay? Yes, she'll be okay. Oh, yeah, anything for me. That's Mookie. Mookie, anything that you need to be healed, Chiron is the wounded warrior. So it's moving from Aries into Taurus tomorrow. Thank you for the rose. And you're going to the aspect of pinpointing what needs to be healed. Your self-worth. That needs to be healed. You don't need no one to validate you or to approve who you are and what you are. Thank you for the whatever those things is. So Taurus deals with love, finances, work, possession, beauty, and luxury. In these contents, there are issues that you need to heal and accept who you are. And when you accept who you are beautiful, whatever form you are in, and look at the positive parts of your personality, who you are, and where you came from. If I let my daughter go by a bus to school rather than by my mom, will she be okay? Test it and see how she'll be all right. If there's some issues, then let her go then by your mother. She'll be okay. New Noah, Sherwin Phillip. What's going on with my job situation? Please, Sherwin Phillip. Mercury's getting ready to go retrograde. Chiron is moving into Taurus tomorrow. Taurus deals with love, finances, work, possessions, beauty, and luxury. Flow with the current. Chiron is the wounded warrior. The aspect of your job has wounded you, and you need to recover and stop blaming yourself for what you might thought you did or what someone else did. This is the process of healing. Let go of the hurt, forgive yourself and forgive them, wish them well, and you move on. But you'll be okay with your job. I see no problems there with your job. Okay? Got some more cash apps here. Let me say, hold on. Let's look and see what's going on. Y'all girls on time today. Louise Edwards. Miss Peaches. Shaana Locke Lear. Thank you for the rose. 1942. Shaana, to Letitia, thank you for the rose. Want to break up? Ask. I'm Sarah. Yes, I just wait, hold on a second. I answer your question, Sarah. Louise William. Louise Edwards. Miss Peaches. Thank you for the heart. I just did you, Mookie. Yes, that was about you, Sherwin Phillips. Join Mr. D.D. Denise, anything. All questions are $3. Thank you. That looked like a soccer ball. Arella, Cash App, Louise Edwards, Miss Peaches. What is your question? Andrea Warren, Gold Diamond Foundation. Okay. Warren, what's going on with my health? Warren, what's going on with your health? I'm having issues with your upper torso. So it's got something to do with your heart, circulation, something to do with your stomach, digestion, pancreas, large intestines, small intestines. Your pancreas, your digestive system. The spirit tell me you got a lot of stuff going on with your upper part of your body. I want you to get some organic whole cloves. I'm getting cholesterol problems here. This will help with your cholesterol, and I need you to chew it the first thing in the morning after taking a glass of warm water with a sprinkle of Celtic sea salt. This will also help your digestive tract. I'm also feeling that this will also help if you have any parasites or worms in your stomach area. Okay? Warren, Gold Diamond Foundation, message from the Spirit. Gold Diamond Foundation. Miss Peaches. Okay, I got you, Miss Peaches. What is your question? Okay, what do I need to do to win my workers' compensation case? Your workers' compensation case. I need you to get some High John Conqueror root and chew that and spit it out. I also need you to get High John the Conqueror candle, the 7-day candle, and burn that and get a reversible candle, uh, a red, black, and green candle, 7 days, and burn that. That will help you with your case, Miss Peaches. You got to keep your mouth shut because you don't know who's the enemy. And see, with this workman compensation, they've tried to make you give up by sending you the same questions that you answered before, and you have to answer it in another way. Send it back to them after you answer the question in another way, but you will get your workman's compensation. So I want you to get some High John Conqueror root and chew that and spit it out. And I also want you to get a High John Conqueror candle in a glass, burn it for 7 days. And I need you to get a reversible candle, which is black, red, and green, and burn that. Burn them together, and I want you to get a shot of rum, but next to it, and a glass of water. That's what the Spirit is telling me to tell you, Miss Peaches. Mm. Liz, when do you see me moving towards a new place and job? Okay, hold on. Gold, Gold Diamond Foundation, what is your question? Gold Diamond Foundation, what is your question? Gold, Gold Diamond Foundation, what is your question? Liz, Liz send $10. Gold found Gold Diamond Foundation, what is your question? Liz, when do you see me moving towards a new place and a job? Liz, I see you moving before the summer is over. I'm getting late August or early September. Now you will get this new job at the end of July. Go, go, that's what I get for you, Liz. Go, hmm. Gold Diamond Foundation, message from Spirit. Where are you at, Gold Found? Gold fam. Okay. Gold diamond message from spirit. Gold, Gold Diamond Foundation. The spirit says stay focused. Don't get involved in other people's drama and toxic activity. They're trying to take you off your focus so you can delay your progress in your life. Stay focused. Okay? Get away from people that are psychic vampires and that will drain you. And on people that keep drama. Don't take on other people's problems. That's what they're saying to tell me, to tell you. Okay? Letitia. Can you see what will be coming up soon for ST and W? No good. They did not heed the warning. They refuse to change. They refuse to do the work and heal. So what's coming up for them is no good. A lot of people, there's a lot of stuff going on here now because the planet is now detaching itself from the old earth, the old earth. And a lot of people are going to be left behind. They refuse to heal. So you can't do anything, thank you for the heart, but move forward on your own. You cannot save these people because these people do not want to change. It has engulfed them. They don't want to do the work. So consciously, they're going to be left behind. They're being left behind now. They're being left behind now. You can't save everybody. Sorry. You can't save everybody, but save yourself. Because they don't want to heal. That's it. Somebody tried to block my throat chakra. They don't want me to speak the truth, but I'm going to speak the truth. Sarah, reading. Okay, $3. What is your question, Sarah? What is your question? You're welcome. Can you see my life purpose? Your life purpose is to heal yourself first through faith. Then you can go out and heal the collective. But you have to heal who you are first. Then you can raise the collective consciousness. Didn't want to hit that. Liz, will I move on my own? Yes, because you was living with other people before, it didn't work out. Okay, and it happened to teach you that experience that you can make it on your own. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. JL, grand evening. Let's like this stream and share this live. Samantha Legal. Will I change career path soon? All questions are $3. You can send it to my Cash App, which is $, lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911, or you can send it to my PayPal, where I'm pointing at, which is at the top of my live streaming page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Yes, you're getting closer to heal yourself. See, when you heal yourself, you got to accept yourself, who you are, the good and the bad. You got to go internally to go. Uh, it's okay. You got to heal yourself internally. You got to go in the darkness and come out with the light. You got to go in the light and come out with the dark. You have to conquer those demons within inside of you and find that middle ground and where you use the demons to pull the things that is negative uh, on you to reverse it to positive. You'll be, Liz, you'll be doing something that's connected with customer service. For some reason, I get a telephone or a headpiece here. So somebody be calling in, asking for information or asking you about information from them, some kind of information exchange. But I see customer service. Let's like this stream and share this live. Uh, uh, somebody else then. Sire, reading. What is your question, Sire? Mm-mm. Can you see what I need to heal? Your confidence. Stop doubting yourself. See, you've been around people that put you down. See, the reason why we was not accepted to be in with these people because the divine has separate us from them. We don't need to be part of anyone, but to be part of the divine source of light and frequency of the pronon, which is the monad. You was not meant to fit in. You had that unique gift. Okay? Ash, I'm trying to always self improve. Well, that's right, self improve. And stop worrying about what people think and what they say about you. Thank you for the rose. As long as you love yourself, that is the most important thing that's coming through. Superfan Billionaire 203 joined Grand Evening. Sire, did I answer your question? Thank you, Saini. Now, getting back to the picture here, McFarlane and Letitia. I got that print. I don't. It was in the. What was it? I was working. Where was I at? I was working. Well, I got it in New York from the fabulous Paradise Garage. It was a big garage with $1 million sound system, and they had them on skits, and they were giving them out. So I got this. I wrote it up and I brought it back home. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so I lived in Philadelphia at that time. Now, what was that? That was even the 80s or the 90s? It was in the 80s. And I said, well, I'm going to put this big print. And I tried to give it to people. People didn't want to take it. So when I got my third apartment, I got it and I had it framed around wood and stuff. And it represents Free South Africa. It was a poster on apartheid. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna go over there and show you. Apartheid was still in effect. And when I moved to 3rd Street, I got it fixed. I got it on a wood and I had this coated and I put this up. And it was a print that the pop artist Keith Harington. You see his name? He decided and he signed it. So this is about 100. This is about $75,000 now. I have it insured. I had it near the light, and the light faded it a little bit. Let me turn the light on. I had it near the light. Oh, is that part of it? No, I think it got a little faded from the light with the sunlight. But that's what it represents. Uh, Free South Africa, the population of South Africa, which was black, stomping on the racist apartheid people. So this is what I had, and I'm glad I kept it. It's worth about $75,000 now. So I don't keep it directly towards the light as I did before. So that's the history of that, Letitia and McFarland. So I don't know what edition of print it is, but excuse me, I know it costs, it's worth a lot of money now. And because the Paradise Garage is closed right now, and closed in the, what was it, closed in the 90s or 80s. And Keith Haring is dead. He passed from the AIDS epidemic. And so I got that and I kept that. So I hope that is, who sent cash out? Nikki. It's beautiful. Thank you. So, excuse me. Nicole, may I get a message from my spiritual team? Nicole, thank you, Letitia. Nikki, is that you, Nicole? A message from your spiritual team. Whew. I'm getting some worried about a house or a place to stay. Or I'm concerned about moving. Set the intention, start packing. It says start packing. Things you're not using, start packing them up. Do not worry. Have faith and put it out to the universe. Your concern is going to be answered. See, we taught we have to pray every day and everything. Once we pray and send it out to the universe, it's there and it will come back in the way we want it. So stop thinking negative, stop doubting yourself, and stop thinking that you are not worthy of it. You're worthy of this blessing, and the blessing will be coming. And this blessing will be coming before, I'm picking up November or December of this year. Yes. Hey, Carlos. Please, for a card, good night to you. I don't know who that was. Thank you. You're welcome, Nikki. Letitia, I would like to connect with my son. Letitia, you send any money for these questions? You talking about some Apple Pay. Sinsen, good evening, grand evening. Fingers, thank you for the fingers, Divine Chosen 444. JAI underscore L, like the string, thank you. That's not me, it's Latisse. Oh, that's not you, Latisse. Who is that? Oh, Letitia Nixon. Thank you, Letitia. Letitia, I would like to connect with my son. All questions are $3, Nixon. You can send it to my Cash App, which is $, lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911. Or you can send it to my PayPal, which is at the top of this live streaming page, which is Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Latrice. Okay, that's Latrice Nixon. Excuse me, Letitia. Thank you. Just like this stream, let's share this live, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the history behind that print. And nobody would take that. So when I moved to my apartment on 3rd Street, which is my third apartment, I took this place to Walters on Walnut Street, 20th and Walnut, and he encased it and he put some kind of coating on it and put it there. And I had it on my over top of my couch, and it was like a bay window in there, and the sun kind of fades the little sides of the thing, so I keep it away from the sun, okay, and I put it there. Cece, I asked you a question last year, and it finally came to fruition. You were right, thank you. Zinzin, hey, we can't rush the divine. We have to accept when everything that we need to learn in a situation and divine timing is right there, that's when we receive it. So do you thank the divine source of the Proma, the primary creator, the monad? Should I order my highs? You have to be careful. You ain't got to order that stuff on Amazon. Find a religious store in a Spanish neighborhood and see if they have it. Because you got to be careful when you get this stuff from online, because a lot of this stuff is not the real stuff. And they're going to charge you all this money for post, shipping, and that post course is a lot of money. So find out, go Google in your neighborhood, where's the nearest Britannica at, and go there, and they should have High John the Conqueror group. Since absolutely. Oh, I see. Okay. Because you got to be careful when you get this stuff from online, because a lot of this stuff is not the real stuff. And you got to investigate where you're getting it from. And that stuff from Amazon, them people put that stuff on there and try to sell it, and it may not be the real thing. So you Google in your area where you live at, where is the nearest Botanica? It's a Spanish store, a religious store that sells the High John Conqueror root. Thank you for the heart, divine chosen 444. Let's like this stream and share this live. And I don't trust none of that stuff online, because there's a lot of fake and there's a lot of scam. And a lot of that stuff come from the China and those Oriental companies, and it ain't the real thing. And then you don't know whether you're going to get it. Like I ordered something, I didn't know I had to get it from China. And it took, I had to contact them more than one time to send the stuff to me. They supposed to send, I didn't get it until over a month. So you got to be very careful of stuff that you order online, because it's not real, it's fake. and a lot of that supplements and all that bullshit. Excuse me. And this stuff that they selling on TikTok and on Facebook and all that stuff. I'm skeptical about all that stuff now. I am. I'm gonna get me some water because it's not genuine, not legitimate. It's fake. Everybody want to scam everybody and get over. You got to be very careful. Original Botanica is a good one. They ship as well. Okay, they may ship, but if you can go there and act in your neighbor in your town, I'd rather go there and get it myself because the postal service keep going up and up, and that stuff is so expensive to ship. Like I shipped some product to a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, to a client. Priority mail. So they should have got that within no more than 3 days. Did you know they didn't get that into almost a week? So you know what that taught me? I'm not shipping anything priority mail anymore. I'm shipping the regular standard mail. And I paid $18 and some cent to ship that stuff to those people. And it took them a week to get it. And I said, I will never ship anything priority anymore. I'm just going to tell the client, the customer, it's going to be standard mail. You pay this extra money, and the people don't get it within the time that they say they're going to get it. Those people didn't get that stuff until a week. They should have got it 3 days. I know, Letitia. I learned it. It ain't worth the hype. And then you get it, then they don't send you the right stuff, or you got to find something else to attach to it. I had enough of that stuff. That stuff on TikTok, and that stuff looked good was going to do. But hey, I ordered some shoes. I never even got them. $100. Everything is fake. Fake hair, fake ass, fake hips. Maybe that too fake. Fake nails, fake toes, fake eyelashes. What is the real thing? Like the song said, I ain't nothing but the real thing. But it's hard to find the real thing. And they wearing these weaves and all this stuff. And they getting that hair from people in those poor countries, and they sell that hair. And they dip it in all kinds of chemicals. And then you wearing this stuff on your head, and that's those people's vibrations. Even the real human hair. If you want it in blonde or brown and all that stuff, they dye that stuff in all kinds of chemicals. And you're putting this stuff on your head, and those chemicals are seeping into your brain. That's why these people, men and women, are getting brain cancer, breast cancer, because it comes into your bloodstream. Yes, that Basque and lather edge control was not worth the hype. I threw it away. And all these fake dreads, those things are dipped in all kinds of chemicals. And you putting this stuff in your head. Mookie, okay, Mookie. What's that? Okay. Okay, Mookie, what is that? What is your question? Anything for me within the next month? A lot of things are going to be delayed. With Mercury going retrograde on the 29th, so there's going to be a lot of things is going to be delayed. And Mercury will be going retrograde up to the 23rd of July. So at least 3 weeks, things is going to be delayed. Chase David. So just sit back and relax. It will work itself out. Mm-mm. So that's why I pick up Mookie. Okay. Who is this? Shani Davis? What is your question? Shanice Davis? Shani Davis? Dave? Simpson, is that you? Miss Peaches. Oh, okay. I ordered mine a while ago and I just didn't get good results from it. Simpson, what your ancestors want to focus on you. Put yourself first, baby. Stop putting other people before you. You're number one. Set boundaries and say no and mean it. That's what the spirit wants everybody to focus on themselves. Long as you're trying. Some people don't do it at all. They don't even try. Long as you're trying. Hey, Carlos. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the light. Thank you for the lightning bolt. Thank you for what is that? Whatever it is, look like a hat. Thank you, Carlos. A heart. Oh, thank you, Carlos. Carlos, one of my good supporter. Yeah, I don't buy nothing. And this these dreadlocks that these women put in their hair and everything, especially those synthetic things, that is full with chemicals that is harmful to you. Thank you, Carlos. I know somebody said that, Letitia Wynn. That's not their real hair. They put this artificial stuff in their hair. And that's those dreadlocks are dipped in chemicals. Mm-hmm. So I said, what is the real thing? Like Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye, nothing like the real thing. Okay, Sin, that's right. What's up, Uncle? Oh, just having a great time here with my online supporters, giving them encouragement. because someone gave me encouragement. Someone believes and saw something in me. The elders who saw my spirit when I didn't even know what it was, that encouraged me and pushed me. So I'm encourage other people to overcome this demonic, demiurge, materialistic world. Thank you for the rose. And I thank all the beautiful men and women that gave me insight, that encouraged me to make me believe in myself and to awaken who I really was. And I never forget those beautiful people. When I think of them, I think they are alive. I can see the messages that they have sent to me. Louise said, pay 3 hours. Miss Peter, can we get a scratch off to scratch on them? Hold on to what she said. Miss Peaches, can we get a scratch off to get? Oh, you want me to give you a scratch off to get? We asked the divine source of the promo, give us a scratch off number. 5, 7, 16, 22, 35, 5, 7, 16, 22, 35. I'm getting between 18 and 19. So use one of those, 18 or 19. Now, what was that? 5, 7, 16, 22, 35, 16, or 17. Got it? $18 or $19. Okay. All right. The came and went. All right. And after a period of time of using this stuff and wearing this stuff, it comes into your bloodstream. See, if you don't sweat, then you're not healthy. Sweat is releasing the toxins out of your system. And you don't drink water, you to flush it out, it's never going to stay out. So when you don't release the toxins out of your system, it builds up and it back up, and then it starts backing up further into your bloodstream. You should never use those antiperspirant deodorant because it has aluminum in it. Aluminum keeps you from sweating. And that's how a lot of these women and men get breast cancer. Do you know you got a lymph nodes back underneath your arms? And you're supposed to take that every day and drain your lymph nodes. You take it, you grab that and take that fat right into your arms and go up and down 9 times underneath arm. So, do you know you got lymph nodes behind your ear? You're supposed to go up behind your ear, up and down 9 times. Do you know you have it on your nose? You're supposed to go up your nose 9 times too. Here, hit that 9 times each side. Your breasts, you hit that 9 times too. Your lower stomach, thank you for the heart, you go up and down 9 times, and then take your hands and go down 9 times. Okay? Your spleen, your liver, your kidney, all that is part of your lymphatic system. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. And another thing that you can do 3 days a week. If you got a foot massage, You massage, you put your foot in there, make the water as hot as possible. You put some peroxide, some witch hazel, some baking soda without aluminum in it, some white vinegar, and you get yourself some organic ginger with the 4 knobs on the side. Cut a little bit of that up and put that in there and soak your feet 3 times a week for half an hour. This will drain and activate your lymphatic system and will get it flowing. You got any calcium on your feet, corns and stuff, it will disappear. I'm going to do my soaking tomorrow before I go to bed. Do it before you go to bed. And then if you have some organic castor oil in a glass bottle, take a little bit of that and massage your feet after you come out of the soaking your feet. You will feel, number one, you're going to sleep better that night. Number two, you're going to wake up that next day and you're going to have a lot of energy. Because your feet has 28 bones on it that's connected to every organs in your, or nerves to every organs in your body. And so this will drain the toxicity out of those organs. Let's like this stream and share this live. Do it 3 times a week. And once you got used to it, you can do it twice a week. So all this old fake stuff and all that stuff on, oh, it looks good and all that stuff, but it's, And that botanic oil, I ordered that stuff online. And then I found it's coming from China. You can't grow botanical oil in China. It only grows in Honduras, and it has a burnt smell to it. That stuff doesn't do nothing for my hair. I got the original one from Dr. Sebi. My hair is growing beautiful. I got to order some more tomorrow or Saturday. You pay for what you get. If you want the best, you're going to have to pay for the best. If you want the BS, then you're going to pay for the BS. And it ain't going to do nothing for you, whatever you bought it for. So all that stuff is nothing but a scam. And all, even that stuff on Amazon, you buy that stuff, and that's coming from all different people. And a lot of these supplements is no more, thank you for the heart, but fillers. You got to be careful getting that too. You got to get the supplements from a reliable place that use the natural stuff. Thank you for the rose. Who is this? Them faith mix. Do you practice Ifa? I practice what the Spirit tells me to do. If it's Ifa, whatever. What my ancestors tell me to do, I do it. Belinda, thank you for the heart. I will be picking the winner of last week. Excuse me. Last week, Superfan. Excuse me. Join tomorrow. So I'll be notifying the winner tomorrow. And I'll be placing it on my link tree, which you'll find the link at the top of my live streaming page. Who was the winner of last Friday Superfan drawing, stream, which was on the 12th. Thank you for the rose. Monica M.Y. Shakar. Well, ma'am, all questions are $3. You can send the money to my Cash App, which is $, lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911, or you can send it to my PayPal, which is at the top of this live streaming page, Readings by Leonard T. Munson. Them folks mix. Where are you from? I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, via South Jersey, Berlin, via Cornelius, North Carolina, via Charlotte, North Carolina, and right now I'm in Clover, South Carolina. Thank you, Belinda, for the rose. Will me and Reginald be together? All questions are $3. You can send it to my Cash App, which is the $ lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911. Fee 0401 join Grand Evening Fee. .Nell 493 Grand Evening. Premise $ Grand Evening. Thank you for the like. Just like this stream and share this live. 29 people on there tonight. Getting there. We'll be here till 12 o'clock, 12:01. Devani Chosen 444. Thank you for the like. Superfan Billionaire 203. Grand evening. Thank you for the like. Divine Chosen 444. I stopped eating meat when I was 28 years old. No, 24 years old. I stopped eating red meat. I stopped eating pork, beef, liver. I stopped eating all that. I did continue to eat chicken, turkey, and fish, but it was more organic. They laughed at me. But when I cooked the food, oh, can I have some? Can I have some? Oh, no, you didn't want it. Stephanie, Jesus loved you. He died for you. Folks, thank you, Carlos. Connie just joined. Grand evening, Connie. I don't know why these people come to my room. If you don't like what I say, then go by. Don't come in here and try to upset with that negativity. You don't even know anything about Ehud Fox. You've been twisted so much by that false religion, you don't know the truth. Lyric Leon, grand evening. Thank you for the like. Go someplace over that false bullshit. Excuse me, expression. He loves you. Then why are these people racist, being racist against you because of the color of your skin? Why are these institutions racist because of the color of your skin? They go in that church every Sunday and pray to a fake demon. God ain't in no building. You don't need no minister, no priest to intervene to you towards the divine. Thank you for the rose. Why practice Ifa in a certain way? But they have taken that too and generated as a money source to use people to make money from. We were spiritual beings before slavery. Thank you for the rose. We had spirituality before this fake religion. Thousands of years before Judaism, Islam. Because we was in tune with Mother Gaia, Terramaya. It gave us everything we need. And they're going to bring this barbaric stuff into our culture and say we were barbaric and heathens. They were the barbaric ones and heathens. They never discovered anything. Everywhere they went, they conquered and destroyed and took that knowledge of those civilization and claimed that they discovered it. They didn't discover anything because they can't discover it. All they do is steal and bring destruction. And Mother Gaia is angry and she's getting them off her back. We use herbs and things to heal. When they burned the Library of Alexander in Egypt, during the reign of Cleopatra and Julius Caesar. And they went there and set boats of fire near the harbor and burned the great Library of Alexander, where all the information of mankind was there. And what was saved, they took it to the Vatican and put it in their archive where they don't want you to see it because they don't want you to know the truth of your origin. They want you to still believe in this false bull stuff. Bowing down. You need a priest to intercede. I don't need nobody, no priest to intercede when I want to speak to the monad because I am the monad. I have the spark of the monad, which is above this demiurge, this material world. And these idiots are caught in this bull stuff. And our people are caught in it too. We gave up our own spirituality for a fake bull palakaka. So don't tell me that stuff. Get off my live. That's what the awakening is doing now, that we are coming back to our consciousness of who we are. We are divine beings. The divine consciousness is within inside of us. The Iha consciousness is within us, the crystal. And they talk about the slavery, the Middle Passage, and the Atlantic trade slave, but they don't talk about the Arab trade slave, slave thing that lasts for 1,300 years, where they almost decimate parts of Africa. What was over 18 or even more million people that they stole from Africa and marched to the Sahara Desert to Zanzibar to go on the same boats that they had to the transatlantic slave trade and put them all to the Arab world, Arabia, and all that stuff. And then those idiots gonna join that religion that if you didn't submit, they killed you. They circumcised the men. A lot of them died from infection. To be eunuchs and warriors in their army. And they just decimate their women and children. I don't want to hear that. Let's go someplace else. Don't come in my lie. See, this is when you know who you are. You are king. You are emperor. You are God. You are queen. You are goddess. And you're an empress. They know who you are. You are the chosen one. The nomadics that recognize the spark of who they are, that they are a nomadic experience of physical body. My dissertation is about the erasure. Yes, the erasure. They erased all of the knowledge and took the credit for it. They whitewashed it. All those was Asiatic black people, and they whitewashed it white. My dissertation is about the erasure of African identity in chatted safe slavery. Yes, because they don't want us to know who we really are, that we are the original people. All of them came from us. 11/11, we're all on the right path. So let's walk through those two new doors of identity, that who we are. The divine consciousness is within us. The Christos consciousness is within us. We are the kings, the queens, the gods, the goddess, the empress, and the emperor. But their time is up. They know it. All this stuff is happening. It's because they know their time is up. And their power is not going to help them with their bombs, their missiles, all this stuff. My research is specifically focused on force, religion, and African spirituality. Yes, they forced us with this fake religion, because what did Marx says? Religion is no more but a control aspect for the masses. Discussing the history of a religion and the erasure of African identity. That's right. A lot of us don't know who we are. And the ones who know who we are fortunate. And that's why the tether from the old earth, which is part of the matrix, a lot of them are still trapped in that matrix. And they're going to be left there because they won't raise their self to the fifth dimension and beyond. Do you know your heart is electromagnetic field that's connected to your third eye? When you pray, you're supposed to put your hand over your heart, because when you pray, when you put your hand on the heart, that vibration connects to your third eye, and it lets you see who you are. How do I get a reading, Marianne? All questions are $3. You can send the money to my Cash App, which is $, lowercase RBLM 1911S or 1911. Or you can pay to my PayPal, which you will see at the top of this live streaming page. Readings by Leonard T. Munson. That's the question. If you want a private reading, you can go to my website, which is all lowercase, readings by leonardtmunson.net. It's Well, I'm sure you can go to any of those botanical stores and they can associate with the Bakaloo, but they may not even know it either. So only thing I can suggest that if you see some videos on here, you need to contact those people that put the videos up, and they will tell you more about what you need to know. Because I saw a video about uh, Argentina, that there was a large black population in there. And then from 1870 to 1914, they allowed a lot of Europeans to come to Argentina because they did not want the black people to be the population enlarged. At that time, was 3 out of 4 people were Asiatic slaves. By bringing all those Europeans into Argentina, they decimate the black population. And when they had the wars, they put the black Asiatics in front and send them to war so they can kill them off. They wanted to wipe out the existence of black Asiatic people. Now, there's still some there. Okay, okay. But it's not as many as there should be because they killed them off during the wars they had with other countries. Because they put them on the front line and sent them to war where the white people didn't have to do it. Marianne Parasol, reading Marianne. Okay, Marianne, what did you send me? $10. You got 3 questions. I send it. What is your questions? And they use erasure for those black Asiatics in Argentina. And it's still black Argentinians, but they're not as plentiful as they once was because they came there as slaves, and then they put them on the front line when they had their wars and killed them all. And they tried to erase them by bringing more European people in there from 74 to 1914. Marianne, will I find love? Yes, you will find love, but where's love coming from? Love is first loving yourself. That is the soul. That's the person you've been looking for, yourself. And when you start loving yourself, you raise your frequency and vibration. And that person that was born for you is doing the same thing. And then you will come together. I don't see you meeting anyone substantial until the end of 2027 to 2028. So you got work to do. That's your first question. You have 2 more. Country Style just joined. And you find a lot of these blacks, Asiatics in this country adopting Islam after these were the same people that enslaved them. How stupid can that be? So I haven't met him yet. No, you have not met him yet. You will meet somebody, but they will not be substantial. You might get involved with someone, but it will not last because that is not the person for you. You'll meet that person between the end of 2027, no more by March of 2028. But you've got to do the work. And the work is going internally to go in the darkness to find the light and go in the light to find the darkness, to balance it out. And that's when you have learned the person you've been looking for is yourself, and that self is coming to you through that other person. Mary May, am I a witch? Anyone that has spiritual gifts is a witch. I'm a witch. See, this Western society, because they didn't understand it and they couldn't control people and didn't understand these natural gifts that the divine gave us, they called them people witches. Okay, during the Middle Ages and the Spanish Inquisition, they killed over 300,000 women, children, and men, claiming that they, thank you for the heart, that they was witches because they had the knowledge of herbs, crystals, midwives, dreams analysis, and healing to Reiki, energy work, reflexology. They said that was from the devil. It wasn't. That was the natural healing aspect of Mother Gaia, Terramaya. And they hated women. That's why women had the power prior to the male domination of religion. And they still hate women. They hate gay people because they are spiritual people, because they have their feet in between two realms, the masculine and the feminine. And so they're going to twist it around like King James the First of England, having the Bible translated from Greek to English. And they put all this stuff in. And these were gay people too. King James the First was gay. His lover was the Duke of Buckingham. If you saw that HBO series, Mary and George, that was what it was about. And he wrote a book on demonology, and he was a pedophile. And all the verse of the Bible that these people read from is the King James Version, which was written by Shakespeare, who was gay, and Lord Byron. So they all was gay. And they put that stuff in there about Solomon and Gomorrah. A man should not lay with a man. That's not the original part from the Greek translation. The Greek translation, a man should not lay with a boy. And who's up here carrying on with these children? But all these Catholic Church, the Mormons, the Seventh-day Adventists, the Jehovah Witness, all of them, even the Boy Scout, they was in there molesting these children. And people don't even know the convicts of the Middle Ages was not a convict. The women's family, a woman didn't have no value if she didn't have no dowry. So if the son was sold off, married somebody else, and the daughter didn't have a dowry, they sent them to the convent. And then they all went in there and they had sex with them. They had all those babies. There wasn't no place of spirituality and sacred. It was somewhere they can lock women up and go in there and do what they want to do. And you're right, AJ Star, it's still going on. and molest those children. Oh, Mary, you got one more question. It just burned me up to see, but how they do to these children in the name of this false demon, the demiurge, who control and created this material world and think it's paradise. And it has this servant, the argon, to keep you in fear, doubt, shame, and all this stuff so they can feed off of that energy. See, the demiurge doesn't know that there's something beyond him, which is the primary source of the prana, which is the universe, which is the monad. Pure consciousness above creation. And all these aliens that come here and try to feed on us and make us slaves and all that stuff for our energy, they're going to have to pay the price to the monad for what they did, interfering with natural flow. You don't have to bow down to the monad. You don't have to be ashamed of anything you do to the monad. This is a part of the doctrination that they make people think so they can control them. Thank you for the rose, Carlos. I don't have to go to no priest, and I was raised in Catholicism. And I always said, what I got to go to this man for to tell him, bless me, Father, if I have sinned. And you ain't going to tell me that those priests didn't talk about people coming in there and saying that stuff to other people. And they're molesting the children, the women, and everybody. And the Europeans, they didn't even bath. The Moors introduced them to show them how to wash. Do you know that Louis XIV only took 3 baths in his whole life? And he was the longest reigning monarch in France. And Versailles, there was 10,000 people lived there. That's why that place was so vast. But they were dirty. They didn't have no sanitation. Yes, subscribers have to pay tonight for questions. Belinda, next Friday, you don't have to pay. They will just go in the corner and urinate and pee, urinate and a bowel movement. The place stunk so bad, and that's why they created perfume. Because that was to cover up the stench in Versailles. And all their finery clothes and everything, they were dirty. They didn't even bath. They thought if you took a bath, it would kill you. And that's why they wore them pallid wigs. They didn't even wash their hair. Then he had lights and stuff in the hair. Do you believe all aliens are demonic? No. There's a federation out there. Of course, you're going to have your rogue people as a cash as yes, Cash App and PayPal. Okay, I agree. And then he had lights and all that stuff because they didn't wash their hair. They want them wigs to cover up all this stuff. But you can't cover funk. Funk is going to stink. Hmm. That's right. Of course, you have the rogue ones, but it's a federation. See, something has happened that never happened before, and the whole Prona is watching. The raising of the consciousness of Earth. Me too. And that's why we chose to come here at this time to be part of this raising of the consciousness of separating the old earth to the new earth. It's not a physical separation, it's a conscious spiritual separation. Yes, and they're going to be off here too. Okay? See, once you recognize that you are the divine spark of the monad, they can't track you. Religion is going to be thrown out the window and stomped because it was always force. Religion has nothing to do with spirituality. Religion is a man made phenomena, it's not a divine phenomena. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the hand clap. That's why, thank you for the rose. Thank you for the hand clap. That is why people are not going to these churches anymore. They really see the bull. Thank you for the J. Thank you for the cake, Carlos. Thank you for the orange. Thank you for the, what is that? I don't know. Well, thank you for whatever it is. Thank you for the heart, Carlos. Thank you for the rose. Yes, religion tells you that you have to die to get to God, but you do not have to die because you are God. You are the spark of the of the monad. You are a chosen one, the nomadic. Now, nomadic, you're not a helic. They are empty. A helic has no soul, spirit. It is empty. A lot of these people are, are helics, and you're walking next to them. They are empty. A lot of these people say they're psychic. They may have the spark, but it doesn't take them anywhere because they are empty. Then you have the nomadics. They are the chosen one because they recognize the recognition that you have the spark of the divine. That makes you a nomadic. And there's three types of nomadics: the feeler, the seer, and the grounded. You might have one, you might have two, or you may have all three. That's what my mentorship class was about, to reawaken you from the slumber of sleep of the uh, the uh, of the mm, of the give me it. The matrix. See, once you awaken from the matrix, the illusion is gone. You see the truth. You see what it's all about. And your consciousness is rising to the fifth dimension and beyond. In other words, the dimensions is your chakras. You're no longer operating and the 3Ds, which is the root, the sacral, or the solar plex. You're beyond that. You're rising into the four, which is your heart. You recognize that that's electromagnetic connection to the third eye. So the consciousness is rising with your chakras. And there's 15 chakras. So you see beyond the illusion. You can feel it. You can see it. You're vibrational. You open up to your third eye, and your third eye lets you see the frequency, whether it's negative or positive. Your gut feeling is part of that. And it's work. You have to do the work. And you're going to get resistance from the people that do not want to heal. A lot of these people do not want to heal because they don't want to do the work. It's easy for them to stay in the illusion than for them to do the work. You see the people that's doing the work because the universe rewards them in manifestation. And that's why these people, why they can't get over the music. That rap music is a part of the matrix. It keeps you trapped. I never cared for that rap music. Some of them did that was positive, but I like jazz, the easy jazz. I like the old jazz. I like classical music. That music has a higher vibrational tone. Yes, they've been programmed. Why you said I got to program that? That's part of the major. They want to program you to be this way and that way. Yeah, high frequency. I remember somebody came to my house apartment one time, and they said, "Oh, you listen to opera?" Oh, yes. And that's a black invention they stole. Ballet, too. They try to say that Louis XIV created ballet. He didn't. Ballet came from Africa through their tribal dance. I remember I was out one night, and this guy said to me, "Oh, did you hear about so-and-so? And they sick and everything." I said, "Oh, yeah, I saw him. I know it was sick." Well, he's in the hospital. Some can hear. Music can heal you. And I told him, said, "Oh, I've got to do a spiritual dance, a healing dance for him because he's so nice. He always treated me nice. I go by how people treat me. I don't go by how I was treated and Mary and whoever. I go by how people treat me." All questions are $3. You can send them to my Cash App, $. Lowercase RBLM 1911. Oh, you sent it? Okay, let me check. I got it, Symphony Anderson. When will I get someone to help me drive the U-Haul? Ask one of your neighbors. They will help you. You might have to pay them a little bit, but they will help you. I'm getting a tall, slim man. He will help drive it, and you can trust him. I like symphony music. I like the ballet. I like Spanish guitar, flamenco music. That music has a higher vibrational, and it's like the person said, it can heal you. You're welcome. All that old rap music and all that old that has destroyed a whole generation for money. And everybody that's your color ain't your kinfolk. A lot of our people, they are European spirits trying to come back here and hide in this deep olive color. That's why there's so much anger, hateful fighting among our people. They are European spirit trying to come back and trying to hide in this deep olive color with that bitterness, that hatred, and jealousy, envy. And that's the same thing a European spirits that help other non-European people, they are Asiatic spirit, but they did not want to come back in this color because they didn't want to go through it anymore. That's why you have so much anger and bitterness and hateful in your own community, because the spirit is the person. If the spirit ain't right, it's going to exude out through the physical body. So just because they are this color, they ain't going to help you. They're going to make it worse for you. Like Clarence Thomas. Like a lot of those people, Al Sharpton, they're not our leaders. They are in hoots with the establishment. Demonstration. Those demonstrations ain't going to mean nothing. We're demonstrating, and nothing has to change. Only thing that's going to make these people change, if you hit them in their pocket, they love that money. When they stop making that money, they're going to think twice. So, because as somebody come out there and be a spokesperson, they're not helping you as a group of people. They're part of the problem. And I know it because I lived it for 78 years. So I know what I'm talking about. I lived through it. I went to them people for help. They didn't do me no help. They were trying to steer me in the wrong direction. If I didn't depend on my ancestors, the ones who are known, unknown, the ones who are named and unknown, and listen to them, I'll be down as, creek. How dare him? So, I'm here to 1201. Thank you, AJ Star. Thank you for the 4 roses. Belinda, my brother will begin a job at Walmart Money. Will he like it? Send cash at. Belinda, my brother will begin a job at Walmart on Money. Will he like it? No, he ain't gonna like it. But a half a loaf is better than no loaf at all. And he has to realize that when you've been knocked down, you got to get up and you got to crawl. But that doesn't mean that you got to crawl all the rest of your life. This is just what they call a pit stop. Don't give up on your dreams and your goals. This shall pass. far and just join. Let's like this stream and share this live. No, he's not going to like it, but he ain't got to do it forever. He ain't going to stay there no more than a year. You got to continue to look for another job. Keep on putting those applications out. This is another thing. They don't want intelligent workers. They want work. They want people to work for nothing. They didn't teach us nothing about entrepreneurship. They didn't teach us about finances because they didn't want us to know it. And you know why they had so many massacres during slavery and post-slavery and Rosewood and Greenville. No, that's not Greenville. Yes, they don't want you to think for yourself. See, if you think for yourself, you're a threat. Because when the Depression came, and a lot of the Europeans lost their money in the banks, the blacks could not put money in the European banks. So they created their own banks. So they were thriving, and they were jealous of that. And that's why they burned down Greenwood, Rosewood, and all Wilmington, all these people, because the blacks were striving. They didn't want them to be part of them, so they had to depend on themselves. So they built their own banks, their own schools, their own businesses, and everything. And when the Depression came, the money they put in those European banks, they lost it. And blacks were thriving, and they didn't like it. So that's when they went there and made a force bull and burned the place down and chased the people out and took their land. Yeah, they stole a lot of land from the blacks. That chosen one, thank you for the like. So they didn't want them to be no part of them. So when the crash and all their money was gone, and blacks put their money in their own banks that they started and their business and everything, and they were thriving, and that was the jealousy. They didn't like that. You didn't want us to be part of you. You segregate us, and so we took care of ourselves. And then because your system collapsed and our system was still viable, growing, and was viable, they didn't like that. So they went in there and put some forced stuff up with a lie from some woman. They went in there and used that as an excuse to tear up the place and burn it and chase the people out and take care of the land and take the land. And see, people don't know that they thought all those Europeans came from to Ellis Island. Millions of them came through Texas and stole all that, our people. Millions of them came through Texas, the European, and we are the Indians. When Columbus saw us, we were the original people. We was here before him. And they stole all the land from us. It's a mess. It's just horrible. See, they don't teach all this in school because they don't want you to know the truth, how they dirty these no good people was. Even when the Irish came over, 1 million of them came over from Ireland. They taught them that they were better than us. And a lot of them came over as slaves. A lot of the Irish was indentured service, where you have to work for 7 years and then you get your freedom. See, they was afraid that the Irish, thank you for the rose, the poor Europeans, so they're being treated the same way as the Asiatics, the Africans. So they was afraid if they came together, they would topple them. So they had to interject that the Irish people, was better than they were. And that's when they interject the theory of Victor tells the stories that they interject the theory of race. And they use race and ethnicity to separate the poor white trash, that they were better than the slaves or the recently freed slave. And so when they had the Civil War, you had the control. And the Reconstruction, we had elected officials, they were thriving and everything. And the 40 acres in the mule was supposed to be given to us because this was part of the South, 4 million acres that they took from them. But as we learned, they will give you these rights and stuff, and then they will try to take it back again. And they take it back. That's what let's make America great again, to keep the BLACK back in their place. And it started with that racist Reagan. He's the same Donald Trump. And he was a racist too. The Republican Party didn't start out as a racist group, but they are totally racist. They pin the poor whites against the poor blacks. But they don't even care about them. Reaganomics, that's right, scenes and views. So what do you believe will happen when disclosure happens or the frequency rise? They'll be wiped out. Their power is gone. They know their power is gone. They know that they're going to be a minority by the year 2045. That's why they initiate all this stuff. Because they know they feel that we're going to do dirty stuff to them that they did to us. They are not multiplying. Not just in America, it's all over the world. They are not multiplying. That's why they struck down Wade versus Roe. Because that's why they hate women. They want these women making babies again. It's too expensive to have children. That's why all these abortion restriction is being done. There ain't no catch up, baby. It's finished. Their time is over. Their power is dissipating away. Scenes and views. They are wicked by blood, unfortunately. Yes, they are wicked. I'm not saying all Europeans are bad, but majority of them are, and particularly European men. You see, a lot of these European old dried up men are in power. They need to put a limit on the Senate, the congressman, the Supreme Court, all of that. They should not make a career out being an elected official. That Supreme Court put the nail in their coffin. They're going to push for Supreme Court review. They're going to put terms on them. They're going to put on ethnic things on them, everything. And Clarence Thomas is the primary example of European spirit trying to hide in that deep olive color. Every kin folks ain't your folks. And he benefited from affirmative action. The Asians thought they were going to benefit from affirmative action. But they're enrolling in all these institutions. They were declining more then, and it's declining more. They use them to strike down affirmative action. The Asian people. They're not getting those spots as they thought they was going to get. You see how they sabotage their own self by feeding into the negativity of the establishment and the systemic institutional racism. They were racist against them. And they don't even know that they were slaves when they came over here too. The Chinese were slaves in the West, in California, when they had them there to build the railroad. Now I have a BA in liberal arts, and my major was world history. And then I gather more information by reading on my own. That man said, I didn't even know that my ancestors came to this country as slaves too. Yes, the Chinese in the West came here to build the railroad in the West, and they treated them so bad, it's a shame. And I don't understand these Asian people don't know that history. We got 5 more minutes. Yes. And they treated them horrible. Know thyself. Know thy history. Yes, the Chinese came here in the late 1800s, and they built the railroads in California and the West, and they treated them people horrible. They attacked them. They didn't want to pay them the money and everything. And the Japanese, the same thing. They put them in internment camp during World War II. Did they put the Germans in internment camp? Did they put the Italians in internment camp? No. And you think that they forgot about that, them Japanese? Mm-hmm. They got a nerve to be racist against other people, and the way they was treated as being racist. They ain't put us in any camp, but they put them in internment camp. And why they don't want to teach that in school anymore? Took their land and everything, their homes and all that stuff. Let's like this stream and share this live. We got 2 more minutes. That's why they want to put these book bans. They don't want them to learn that. See, they don't want their children to know what they really did to these other ethnic groups, not just the blacks, the Chinese, the Japanese, thank you for the road, the Philippines, all them people. And they got a nerve to be nasty about other people? Mm-mm. We're going to start our exit. We thank you, the divine source of the prana, the primary creator, the monad. Sophia flows through me. Iha Fas, Joshua, Jeremiah, guardian angels, spiritual guides, dream friends, ancestors, Holy Spirit, spiritual animal totem, and cosmic ancestors. We thank you for the ancestors who are positive, the unnamed one, the unknown ones who are positive. The spiritual animal totem today was the goat. St. Anthony, Jude, Joseph, Bernton Bikiki, Michael, Expedite, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Ariel, Ishtar, Akate, Azazrael, Daniel, Samuel, Metatron, and Joel. We thank you for coming in, bringing the message that we need. That's right. All three of them, we were first because they all generated from us millions of years ago from one woman. And as we migrated away from the equator, we didn't need that melon. Our skin got lighter. Our eyes got lighter. Our hair got longer. As we came across the Bering Strait, that's what that strip of land that was there that separate Russia and the United States. We thank you. You are my disciples. I thank you for your support. I could not do it without you. Thank you. There's no use to know this knowledge and not give it to you so you can spread it to other people in a positive way. We're not sending hatred, bitterness, anything. We're just awakening who you are. So I wish you all, thank you for the heart. I wish you all health, wealth, success, happiness, love, and particularly self-love for yourself. Believe who you are, have faith, and let the divine source of the prana, the primary creator, the monad, lead you because you have the spark of the divine. Until next Thursday, on my regular live streaming from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and to next Friday, when we have our super fan streaming from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you. So ashe. Ashe.